Exclamation, everybody! Welcome to Citizens of Earth, a top-down RPG in the style of Earthbound, a game that I never actually played growing up, so hopefully there aren't any inside jokes here that I'm missing out on. Good morning. Are you asleep, dear? I'm coming in. Rise and shine, sleepyhead. Hey, you don't want to waste this beautiful day away, do you? Ugh, so bright. I'm sleeping, Mom. You don't have to treat me like a child. Well, apparently I do. I love you, son, but seriously, is this how you want to spend your vacation? Go away, I'm sleeping. It's a tough job being the vice president of the world. It's been less than a day. If only your public could see you now. Your brother took the day off and is excited to see you. Don't make him wait all day to see his big brother. I love Hog. You missed breakfast, by the way. You can stop by the bakery and get something yummy. Alright, let's give our vice president a name here. I like how I was apparently sleeping in my clothes. So this is, so his name is Memory Leak Death? Yes. Alright, let's, surprised I never learned how to fight watching all those, movies. Can I click on that? No. Click on this. How about a bit of a rest? No. Ooh, $200. Why I had $200 in that drawer, I don't know. Potted plant? Can I talk to that? Nope. What a great looking family. I'm so photogenic. Whoa, Mom kept all my old comic books. Hey, bro. Hey, bro, long time no see. Good morning, sir. What do I call you now that you won the election? Oh, come on. You'll always be my little brother. No need for formalities. Oh, I got you a gift, by the way. It's downstairs on the table. Sweet. I'll go open it. Come tell me what you think. Goal added. Okay. Cool. Does he have anything else? No, it just wants me to go downstairs. Alright. Let's see what we've got around here. TV. Hey, they were just about to show who the father was. You always did need your mother's attention. I should come with you so I don't get sucked into another show. Your mom joins your party. She'll offer you motherly advice along the way. Mom will be fine. So this is the sort of a different mechanic for RPGs here, where I can essentially in this game, from what I've read, you can pretty much recruit anybody you want to your team. And I found a cell phone, which is good. And this looks like this serves as the menu. So here's my items, my backpack and everything. Equipment. Okay. Just kind of getting familiar here. Skills. Alright, so this is the management interface. This cell phone. This game is just an alpha right now. This is just the demo that they have on their Kickstarter page. As I was saying earlier, well, let me talk to this guy first. How do you like the Uphone? It's amazing. It's pretty snazzy. There are a bunch of apps that don't work though. Oh, don't worry about that. I just need to update it. And he joins my party now. Be great at ordering items through FedUps. Moonbucks just opened up. Yep. Alright, yeah, brother's fine. So, in this game you can, from what I've read, you can pretty much recruit anybody, any NPC you want to your team. And they'll all have some kind of abilities to help you out as I explore around here a little bit. I also appear to be getting experience points just by clicking on stuff around the world here, which is nice. Catfish on the wall. Let's go outside here. Look, little brother, my adoring public waits. Actually, they look pretty angry. What could they be angry about? They're about to meet their vice president. Tons of protesters. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, I keep... So it is a little wonky right now because it is still an alpha build, so you have to really get on target to talk to people. Alright, and we're going to have our first battle here. You can see here's where all the earthboundness comes into play here. Again, I've never played it, but I've seen videos of it, so of other people playing it. That's sort of introducing some of these mechanics here. For instance, you, as the main character, do not actually fight any battles. You recruit others to fight for you. In this case, his mom and his brother. And along the way, there will be more, apparently, that I can get to join my team. It's also, as you've probably already gathered, a modern day. It's set in modern day setting. So, no fantasy RPG kind of thing here. And of course, you're cast as the vice president of the world. Let's see what I got here. Pummel. Alright. And your characters have these powers, or power bars, that increase and decrease as you use them. I've leveled up already, which is good. So it's standard fare. I don't know how much more I can belabor that point. Oh, my cell phone is going off here. Email. Go take a nap in your room if you're feeling worn out from the battle. I know you never risk getting your own hands dirty, but we need rest too. Alright. Just little reminders. Now, this game appears to really what am I trying to say? This game seems to be geared more towards the controllers, game pads and stuff, as opposed to the mouse and keyboard. I'm using the mouse and keyboard right now. I actually tried a little bit earlier to use my Xbox 360 controller, but for whatever reason it wasn't working, and I suspect maybe it's just I had to change. The default is just mouse and keyboard, and I had to change it somewhere. That's kind of the other thing about this, and this is something that's forgivable in the alpha release here, but to get to the menu, you have to actually go through the first part of the game there, as I showed earlier, to get to your cell phone, and then you can get to a menu. I'm not a big fan of that because obviously I can't change the music settings or the resolution or anything like that until you get to that point. And actually, you can't even change the resolution there. You have to do it from the INI file, which is fine for an alpha build. I understand that. I just don't like the mechanic of we're not going to give you an options menu until we've blown your ears out from loud music. So that's also just a note to the devs. Whenever you're making a game, particularly on Windows, if you want people to edit your INI files, that's great and all. Just don't make the folder read-only, because on Windows 7 you can't unread-only a folder. It's just completely broken. I had to do some master smithing here to get around that restriction, just to change my resolution, because that's the only place you can do it. So just a note, just a future note, don't ever do that. You mean well, but it's not. Don't do it. You just piss people off. The other thing here is The other reason I say this is really geared towards gamepads, the mouse is being used more like a joystick. And I say that because I can't... Normally when you have a top-down like this, you would expect that I'd click somewhere on the screen and the characters would path their way to what I've done. In this game, though, it's you hold down the mouse button and your characters walk in whatever direction your mouse is in relation to them. I don't know if that's going to be the final thing. It's kind of a weird way of doing things, at least on a PC. You know, typically in these top-downs like this on a PC, you would be able to click around, and there's certain mechanics that you're used to. Let me see if I'm trying to maneuver around to talk to this guy. Police barricades are blocking my way back to the school. I'm sorry to hear that. I'll see what I can... I guess I'll keep drinking this special blend. Either this guy really needs a caffeine fix or something weird is going on around here. Alright, let's talk to this guy over here. Hey, do you know where I can get some good sushi? I have a real craving. The protest is blocking the way to my shop. So for now, I'm drinking a special blend. It's really amazing. Okay. He looks really, really into that coffee. I'd better leave him alone. Alright, you can't click on anything there. Let's talk to this guy. Come here. Huh? Yeah, you. What is it? Don't drink the coffee. What are you talking about? They're putting something in the coffee. Can you taste it? Yeah. It's in there. Why else would it be so brown and aromatic? Because it's coffee? Well, I'll have to be careful then. What a loon. Recruit the conspiracy guy. Alright. Let's talk to the lady behind the counter here. The barista, I'm sorry. Hello? Oh, sorry, sir. I was lost in my own thoughts. Ask her what's wrong. Is something wrong? Oh no, not really. Just that my manager didn't come into work today. But never mind, you're here for coffee, and I'm here to work. Welcome to Moonbucks. What can I do for you? Ask about special blend. Everyone is talking about the new special blend. I'll take one. Excellent choice. Unfortunately, we're out of the beans that we used to make the special blend. We have more in the basement, but the door is locked, and I don't have a key. Okay, recruit the barista. That was a well-planned beep from my tablet, too. So what was I going on about before I wanted to take a break here and look at the story? Oh, the movement. As I said, it's more like a joystick movement than a keyboard mouse movement, and I can kind of understand, at least from a programmer perspective, that it's a pain in the neck to do the pathing and stuff, to have your guys go around. Hey, Pipsqueak, why don't you watch where you're going? A bodybuilder? Excuse me? Don't you know who you're talking to? I'm your vice president. The vice president of the world. The vice what? Where? Never heard of you. All I know is you're in my way. I'm your elected leader. You have to do what I say. Oh, a tough guy, eh? We'll see how tough you really are. Come by the gym and let's go toe-to-toe to see who the real elected leader is. You buffoon. You don't become an elected leader by winning a fight. You have to win it by being the most popular. After my set, you're going down. See you at the gym, shrimp. As he poses. What a classless maroon. But that glorious golden hair of his is pretty impressive. Alright. Moving around here. So that's at least weird from the mechanic of moving around. But also, as you see, I keep hitting the wrong button. Left click actually is your action button, and right click is your movement. And it keeps confusing me as I'm going along here. It feels a little not to be, not to be harsh to any left-handed people, but it feels like a very left-handed control scheme. And the weird thing about that is, the computers, like it or not, tend to be more right-handed centric. So when you flip the mechanic like that, it means that either you're going to have to put a tutorial in to say, hey, this is how you move and this is how you do actions, or you're going to end up with some frustration, or you just flipping it back around again. But I keep doing that, and when you click on something that isn't, when you're not in the right position, and you do a left click on something, it sends your people out to go to your mouse pointer, which I assume is a way to, I don't know, sneak up on an enemy or something like that. I haven't really tried it yet, but I assume that's what it does. Otherwise, it doesn't really fit. Otherwise. So we're just going around grinding a little bit here. I like the art style. It's very good. I'm not much of an art critic, so I can't just stand here and say, oh, it's the pixels are just right for the environment or something like that. All I can say is it looks fine to me. It looks quite nice from at least my unsophisticated perspective. The story seems a little bit compelling too. I kind of like the modern day take on things and just sort of taking it a little bit off to the edge. The audio, the music is I think fantastic. I think it fits perfectly the gameplay and what's going on. Again, the only real problem I had was the whole burying the menu type of thing, but I always have that. That's a problem I always have with games that try to do something weird and fancy with that. Just put an options menu on the main screen and be done with it on the title screen. If you wanna also replicate it in game in a cell phone like interface or something like that, knock yourself out. But give the rest of us a break who have headphones, and let us adjust everything from the title screen. Let's see. We seem to be doing pretty good here. You see, down the bottom of the screen there, I've got a lot of debuffs against me, and it looks like they fill up as they go away over time. And right now, I'm not sure about the composition of my team, because it seems like his mom is more of a, I guess, the equivalent of a magician or a magic user, but her skills are not really, I guess she's more of a healer, I guess. And there we go, with me taking them by surprise by hitting the wrong button. He's more of a healer, sort of magic user type of thing. The brother's obviously the tank. But it feels like there could be a lot of tweaking needed there. Please just leave me alone. There's no way I can part with my precious donut. That thing could feed all my supporters. I need a different voice for this guy. Do I need to remind you what I'm capable of? My people are hungry, and when they get hungry, they get grumpy. Oof, I can barely do that. Very grumpy. Hey guys, guess who's back in town? Me. Just the man I didn't want to see. We were wondering if you were going to show your face here again. Of course I would. This is my hometown. Don't feel too bad about losing the election though. Better luck next time. Have you been Never mind. Have you been enjoying my protesters and hecklers around town? Those are your people? I thought they were just really, really happy to see me. Your people don't like you as much as you think. I'm giving a speech in front of the Mount Pom Pom. Hope you can attend. I'll be back, Baker. Voice actor I am not. Don't ask me to do any voices. I only have one. Let's shop for some pastry deliciousness here. Yes, let's get a donut. Heals 50 HP. That's good. And might as well get a bun too. There we go. Excellent. And I can recruit the baker. Now, it looks like that's a great big donut. It looks like you have to perform certain quests in order to be able to recruit the NPCs, which is cool. I'm assuming with this guy I'm going to have to get rid of that other guy that was just in here. So fight to get to the right spot here. There we go. Found a donut. Only a true master baker uses wood. Huh? Alright. Let's get a move on here. So I'm enjoying it so far. It's it looks like there could be potential for lots and lots of grinding here, which is par for the course. I mean, that's, you kind of expect that when you go into an RPG like this. Though I will say, one of the things about the UI that's sort of, I guess, annoying me a little bit. Again, this is more along the lines of, it looks like it's designed more for controllers. Is that the power menu at the top here, way up at the top of the screen, right? So I feel like I'm moving my mouse 20 miles just to get to things. Again, that makes more sense when you don't have a mouse on screen. You're just moving around from one hot spot to another. But that is kind of annoying me a little bit, just from a mouse perspective. So far, I seem to be doing pretty good here with these protesters. I see all kinds of sports equipment up on their roof there. That looks like a school. Alright. I'm also noticing, and this probably comes to more of a gameplay balance type of thing. I think there needs to be more variety in the powers, at least early on here. I know you normally start out with very little and then it expands, but the number of enemies I'm encountering and what else were they? The number of enemies I'm encountering is making a lot of these battles very repetitive because I don't have any other powers to use on them. I just seem to be using the one, nag, and then, dogpile, or if I don't have the power for it, roughhousing, or tackling, I mean. And that gets, me sitting here doing that is very boring. And I'm not just talking from a YouTube perspective, I'm talking just from a gameplay perspective. I'm just bored with some of these early battles here. And I don't think it has anything to do with a challenge. Because obviously it's early on, you don't want to challenge, you don't want to get destroyed right out of the gate. But I think it looked to me like skills don't get earned until maybe level 4 or so, and that might be a little bit late. You know, you might want to start piling on some skills a little bit earlier in the game, so you don't get to this point where it's just, you might as well just have the computer, you know, you could set up a macro where it just, here's the 5 things to do and you beat this boss, you know what I mean? Occasionally they're dodging those blocks, dodging those attacks, but you know, it's not, you see here, it's just all these battles are shaping up to be exactly the same, exactly identical. So just a note of perhaps improvement. Obviously it's very early on, who knows what this is going to turn out to be, but I think this is a good, you know, I applaud any Kickstarter project that puts out a demo, because there's so many out there that look good, they have, you know, good videos, but there's that voice in the back of your head that goes, am I going to put money up for something that's going to be just vaporware? Or am I, not just vaporware, but am I going to put money up for something that is, I'm going to get and then find that the gameplay I don't like the gameplay, it's not, you know, fun. So I applaud any Kickstarter, Indiegogo, any indie devs that put out a demo, you know, ahead of asking for money, because then you can get a good feel, even if it's just the first episode or first, you know, 20 minutes or something like that of the game. You can at least get a good feel for what's going on. And it looks like I am winding up here to a boss battle. Alright. So, yeah, see, like, the mom character, pretty much all she has is the only offensive weapon she has is Nag right now. Which, is pretty weak, to be honest. I mean, yes, it has a defense debuff on it, but, you really need something else there. That can't be the only thing that she has. Now the brother, on the other hand, is a little bit more fleshed out early on here, so that makes it a little bit more interesting. But yeah, it's, yeah, my simple opinion on it is that it's not as good as it could be, I think. Let's see, let's pummel this guy. I'm just gonna focus on the opposition leader here. I don't know if he's normally in games like this, you take out the one and then you have to take out all of his henchmen, but yeah, alright. Looks like all I had to do was take him out. So that's good. And you can count on us meeting again. What a disturbed guy. I hope I don't run into him again. Wow, he's got an awesome looking car though. Perhaps he's compensating for something. Mount Pom Pom. Licensed hiking trails. Alright. And what have I got? Mail or something? What? I heard this go off. So I took care of all the primary requests. Here's the recruitment quests. Looks like I took care of all the secondary ones as well. So let's see if we can recruit the baker now that we took care of this guy. And mostly so I can get away from that repeating sound effect. It's driving me nuts. Alright, let's talk to this guy. Recruit. Hey, Mr. Vice President, I heard you took care of the opposition leader. He had really been harassing me. I'm forever in your debt. I'm coming with you, so you'll always have freshly baked goods. Sweet. Baker joins your party. He'll bake more advanced goodies. Alright. And, you know, Baker is a bit old schoolish of a name, so let's come up with another name for him. Yeast. Molester. Yeah, that's a more modern name. Why not? Baker's a little too traditional. Alright, so now we have another member to our party. And I think I've looked at everything I can look at in here. So let's, feel like I need to talk to that conspiracy guy again and actually recruit him. Because there's all these, you know, it's the side quests that just kind of always work on my brain all the time. If you've watched any of my Saturday morning RPG stuff, you'll know that I'm almost a completionist in the way I do things. I just can't let threads dangle. Yeah. I guess so true. I was probed, they sucked me right out of my something or other. Yeah, it's just crazy talk. It's a little strange, I guess. Yeah. You go around town and find evidence, and I'll head to the police station. Yeah, you do that. Use my charms on the police while you find proof. His various charms, huh? Now, so the other thing so I have to find evidence here. But the other thing that's bothering me is this basement here. I have to try to get into the basement, and I have to find the manager, but there hasn't been any other clues as to where the manager would be. So I assume maybe that's more of the main quest, that I have to just get a very, very far distance before I get to anything. Before I get clues, I guess. So that's what it seems like anyway. Does this guy have anything more to say? No, it doesn't look like it. Alright. Out we go. And let's search around for this evidence that this guy wants. Somewhere. I'm not sure what the evidence is going to look like. Or how I'll find it. Take a cruise around here. Just looking around. Oh, what's this? What the hell is that? Sapling. Huh. That was not there before. So let's take care of this guy. Yeah, pummel. Baker, prepare. It looks like the baker is sort of like the mother there, or it just doesn't have that much in the way of offensive abilities either. Oh, the enemy dropped evidence. Okay, so I have to look for these things. Alright. So, it's be a cool, game for those who've played the. There's a. For people who have played Earthbound, I know the developers have sort of cited that as their inspiration. I never actually, as I mentioned earlier, never actually played the game myself. But I did see videos of it, so it looked kind of neat. And this is, I have played traditional RPGs like this, so this is right up my alley. Leveled up here. Our Baker leveled up. Yeah, see, next ability at level 3. I feel like, again, they're they need to be getting skills a little bit earlier than that. Alright, let's look around. Some more. Need one more piece of... Oh, there it is. Take this. Alright. Let's see if we can buff up the brother a little bit here. Let him pummel. Let the baker prepare. Okay. Yeah, sapling is dodging. Okay, got brother back up. And we're gonna do a nag here. So there are sort of little bits of randomness. Because obviously at the end of the day it is sort of a dice roll. But there's a lot there's a good foundation here. There's just a little bit of work I think needs to be done. From what I saw in the video that the developer put out, there's sort of dynamic shadows, and you notice that there's your reflection shows up. Come on, there we go. You have to get that. You have to be pixel perfect sometimes here. Your shadows show up, or your reflections, I should say, show up in windows of the shops and whatnot. And those are nice little touches. I've added in there because obviously it's just a 2D game. It's not there's no third dimension here at all. Thanks for getting me out of there. She just wouldn't listen. Yeah. Just keep your theories to yourself. Yeah. Okay. So now he's joined my party. He has an almanac. Alright. Yeah, I'll just keep his name the way it is. I think. Yep. Oop, I gotta swap. Okay, I can only have three characters in my party, so I think I'll get rid of the mother here and put Conspiracy Guy in for a little bit. See what he's got. Alright. So, I think that'll about wrap up my initial look at this. I'm not sure how long the demo is actually going to go for. But seeing as though I'm sort of getting into story now, and this is very early, I'm just going to wrap here, I think. You should go check out this game. It's on Kickstarter as of the time I'm recording this. It has, I think, 6 days left to go, and it's only about a quarter of the way to its conclusion. So, if you like what you see, head on over there and give them some money and some support. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you next time.